everyone, and welcome to my travel vlog. I am really excited to show you guys my journey to Bali. So here I am on my flight to Qatar, and then from Qatar I'm going to fly to Denpasar in Bali. Funnily enough, as I was about to get into the airplane, they gave me a new ticket and they upgraded me to business class. So here I am. It's my first time in business class. I'm here with my mum. They set up the bed for us and gave us a blanket and a pillow, and they even gave us a pair of pajamas which we wore for the whole flight, and we were just nice and cozy, just as if I was at home. The flight was 8 hours long from Qatar to Denpasar, and it just went by super quickly. But anyways, here I am. I arrived to Bali. This is my hotel. I was walking to the room. It was so nice. They had these rice fields just outside the rooms. The views were just amazing. So here is a terrace of my hotel room. It's like little houses, so it's just, yeah, it's really nice. You have your own little pool and just amazing views. It was only 8 a.m. when we arrived, so we had the whole day ahead of us. We decided to go into the centre of Ubud just to explore around the area and see what there is. We went to this beach club called Kretia Ubud. I saw it all over Instagram. Everyone goes there, all the influencers, so obviously I had to go. As we walked around the area, we saw there were so many different activities to do. There were these swings where you could get on and take really nice pictures with a really long dress. As we walked around, we found this really big statue of a man sitting on a chair. Then we went through this tunnel, which took us to this really nice pond. It was really interesting that in the middle of these attractions, you could see them people working on the rice fields, and it was just really nice to see, and it gave it a really authentic touch to my journey. After spending the whole morning in Kretia and around the rice fields, we decided to go to Monkey Forest in the centre of Ubud. As you'd expect, of course, there are so many monkeys. One thing that we learned just as we got there is to not stare at monkeys for too long, or they will either try to attack you or take your belongings. As you can see, they were trying to take my mum's dress. One thing I did not know before coming here is that this forest is really big, so you can just spend hours and hours just walking around. It is a very interesting walk, as you can see temples, you can see monkeys just playing around with rocks and jumping around trees. The monkeys are harmless. They pretty much just mind their business and avoid people. After spending about 3 hours in the monkey forest, we decided to get a taxi and go back to the centre and walk around and explore the temples around there. After looking around this temple for a bit, we just headed back to the hotel to get some rest and to get ready to go to our next destination, which is an island called Nusa Penida. So the next day we woke up nice and early. Around 7 a.m. we had to get the boat to go to that island. On our way to the island, we saw so much plastic in the sea. It was so sad. Like, just look at all the plastic that was in the parking lot. There was just so much. There were also so many puddles all around because of it being rainy season in January. We then got to the most amazing hotel I've ever been to. Honestly, this was just out of this world. This hotel was located just in the middle of the jungle, so it was so peaceful, so quiet, and there was barely anyone in the hotel, so we had it all to ourselves. Now this is the villa where we stayed for 4 nights. It was so nice. We had our own pool as well as the main pool at the reception. Just look at those views. Honestly, I wish I could just live here forever. This is like my dream place. One thing I love about Bali is that the hotels, the villas, everything is so cheap. Obviously the flights are expensive, but if you have the chance to come to Bali one time in your life, you have to come. I think it's my favorite place I've ever been to, and I would definitely go back. And I would most definitely come back to this place. It's called Atalaya Villas in Nusa Penida. Waking up here every morning is a dream come true. The next day we went to this very famous destination that I've been wanting to go to for years. And I'm sure that you've also seen this place. It's called Diamond Beach in Nusa Penida. This place has been on my bucket list for over 8 years, which was when it started to become really famous on Instagram. And I can finally say that I have now ticked it off my bucket list. It was really tricky to get down all the way to the beach. Many people didn't even try to go down there. They just observed from up above. But I decided to go down there. To be fair, it was quite dangerous to get down all the steps as they were quite steep and a bit slippery. So if you ever come here, be really careful. So we finally got all the way down there to the beach. There was a clear sign saying you can't swim. The reason why you can't go in the ocean anymore is because the waves are very strong, and over the years there has been many accidents, and so now it's not permitted to go in there anymore. There was barely anyone down there since not many people want to go all the way down. Now, after going all the way back up again, we just went to the little bar they had over there and we had a coconut and relaxed for a little bit. We then went to this tree house and took some pictures. When I got back, I had a quick bath and I went to sleep. The morning after, I got ready to go to the pool and enjoy the last day I had there. I was so sad to leave this place. It went by too quickly and I wanted to stay a bit longer over there. But anyways, we had to go to our next and final destination. So we then left the villa and we headed to the port where it started to rain so much while we were waiting for our boat. Luckily, we survived that very rocky boat trip and I woke up in Seminyak in our final hotel that we were staying in. We had our own pool, just like in the previous place. I then started to get ready. I did my makeup and we headed to have some breakfast. Here was my daily acai bowl that I had every day while being there. We spent the whole day at the pool and at the beach, and then just before sunset we went horse riding. It was such a lovely experience. You can definitely not miss out on doing this when you're here in Seminyak. After horse riding, we went to the sunset bar and had some cocktails as we watched the sunset. We then walked back to the hotel and we saw so much plastic on the beaches again. We got to the hotel and it was raining so much. And anyways, the day after we went to Potato Head Beach Club. This was the entrance to the beach club. It had such nice decor. On our way to the beach club, we saw they had like a waste center with lots of plastic that they had collected from the beaches, as well as all these flip-flops were there on this roof for decoration. It was quite impressive actually. We both got a sunbed and some sangria and we just spent the whole day there at the pool, at the beach, enjoying our last day in Bali. After spending the whole day there, we headed back to the hotel to get our stuff ready to go back to England, unfortunately. Bought some souvenirs to bring back home with us and then we went on the plane. And unfortunately that's where our journey ended, but I will definitely be going back to Bali for sure. I hope you enjoyed this vlog and stay tuned for my next trip, which will be very soon.